honey.
Hi, dear.
So what are we doing? Tell me what we're doing.
Making a mess.
Huh. All right. So, oh, of course, the dogs are wrestling. So, as I explained in the short that I posted yesterday, we have a rotted slide floor that we need to replace. And unfortunately, it's had to wait quite a while until Jeff actually had the time to do it. And right now he's taking the expanding foam out that I had to put in order to keep moisture and critters out as best we could until we could complete this project. Rotted floor, or the rotted, well, that's all right. Those are easy to replace. Yeah, well, it's just molding. It's easy to replace. So yeah, the final straw, thankfully it happened just before he took his vacation. The final straw was when we went to put the slide in when we moved the other day. And the floor came in on this side, but the wall didn't. And you can see why. The floor has totally separated from the wall. Hi, Bailey. So that was our final clue that we needed to get this done ASAP. All right, so the previous owners made a patch on this side of the slide, and we can already tell that we're going to have to replace that eventually as well too. First of all, it's a good thing it's a small piece because they did not do that correctly. I do believe that is roof flashing that they used. I could be wrong, but there's no bracing. Thankfully it's just a corner. Like I said, it doesn't support much of anything. There's nothing back there that, I mean, we keep a laundry basket or a dehumidifier back there and that's it. So that's going to have to get replaced eventually as well. But that's got a long ways to go. And I do believe what he's going to do on this side to prevent this from happening again as much as we can is he's going to put a drip edge so that the water flows past the edge of the floor. So that's what causes this to happen 99% of the time.
Darn AC.
Well, and rainwater running off because you typically tilt your trailer nose up to let the water run off the back. So, yeah, these guys think it's playtime. All right, so now he's going to double check measurements and make sure that he knows where everything is underneath before he makes any cuts. Tazzy, no. Our next door neighbors are getting ready to leave. They have an interesting travel trailer. They've got a 2004, same year as ours, Award Classic 30, I think it says, made in Canada. They've had it since the year it was built. Kind of interesting design if you want to look it up. All right. So right now he's unscrewing this side of the floor from the wall. Sorry, the pups are a little confused about what's going on. They are hearing noises and cannot figure out what Dad's doing. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, I wish we could have gotten this fixed much, much sooner. But it is what it is. All right, so now he is just going to break away as much of the rotted as he can. And we're trying to figure out why somebody put nails up in there, right there.
To hold this in.
Yeah.
That's why.
So if y'all know if that's a common practice, let us know. It doesn't seem right to us. It's honestly not surprising to us though, because the people that owned this before did some really funky things. We're just grateful that this old trailer has good bones. Makes it worthwhile making these repairs. Those of you that don't know, this is a 2004 Fleetwood Wilderness. Yeah, these awards are kind of interesting. They actually have a kind of like a peaked roof to them. I have to do some more research on these. Alright, so basically he's just taking out the screws that were supposed to hold the floor. Obviously there's nothing to hang on to right now. We're praying that there's not so much rot in that wall that there's nothing to hang on to. I am a little concerned though, because the walls started separating a little bit from the fascia. I think it's just because the floor was doing all of the moving and pulling that. So I hope we're still good for now. This trailer's got to last us maybe a couple of years more. We don't want to trade it in right now or sell it. The Snoopervisory Committee. Alright, so he started his cut with a circular saw. He's going to have to finish the ends with a hand saw, we do believe. But I couldn't record because I had two puppies in my lap. I had her and I had Chazzy, but he's now currently hiding up on the bed. So, alright. Let's see if we can the challenges of working with an almost 19-year-old trailer, and you're trying to get bolts out that have probably been in there since who knows how long, and of course exposed to water and all that. Not the easiest things to get out. Alright, we're slowly making progress. He's gotten one bolt out. Now it's time to work on bolt number 2, now that he's made room to do it. And but he's got to take that molding out, that corner molding out right there, so that he can access the bolt right there. It's all fun and games until it's not. When your floor has become too open to trust the dogs to stay inside the trailer, even when the door is shut. Oh, goodness. All right. So, next order of business is he's going to grind that second bolt.
Yeah.
And no, we don't have any active propane lines, so we don't have to worry about that, thankfully.
Thankfully.
There we go. All right. Pull it out from the bottom. Did it drop? All right. Now, pull what you can out. Oh, here, wait a minute. Let me stand on that side, on that end. If I can safely stand on this without...
You would have to stand up here.
All right, I'm just putting weight on that so it doesn't lift that up. There we go. That works. And clean that up with a handsaw. Victory number 1. We have the bad section pulled out, plus extra, so that we make sure we get all the rot. Now we have to remove any screws that are left in the wall. And then do a final shape on the piece of plywood that's going in and put it in. Alright, so he's telling me that the wall down there feels solid. So we're good, and that the floor will actually have something to grab onto when we put the screws through. Yay! How's your day going, sweetheart?
Long. Been a long day so far.
Well,
but
multiple trips to the hardware store didn't make it less long, that's for sure.
I know.
Okay. All right, so we're replacing scabbing, whatever you want to call it, in with 3/4 inch plywood. That's going to go right there. All right. Sorry I did not film that, but it was a team effort. We got the piece of wood pretty much scabbed in. We're just taking care of a corner here that we could not use the saw on because of the metal rail. So once we get that cleaned out, we'll be able to join the two pieces of wood. I know it looks like there's a huge gap there, but there's not. It's this other piece of OSB that is bowed. And we just have to lift that up to join it to the fresh piece of 3/4 inch plywood. Progress. We are on the home stretch, folks. Wood glue between the two pieces of wood, and we're using these look like joist braces.
Roofing joists.
Yeah, joist braces. Then once we get these secured together, then we secure it to the side wall, and then replace the bolts on the outer wall. But at least now, if we don't get 100% finished tonight, we are not exposed to the elements. Yay! And these pups have resigned themselves to the construction.
Construction puppies.
Yep. Okay, it's been a long day, but we are finished for now. The floor is scabbed in. Sorry, it's evening. The sun's going down. Not much light left, but everything's gangbusters. We now have full use of our slide again, with no gaps. Awesome job, sweetie.
Thank you.